Don't be branding that.
Oh, yeah. We got a sponsor coming in February.
Oh, that's what they say. All right, and in 3, 2.
Hey, guys, it's Matt Light, host of the Matt Light Podcast, and you're listening to the Matt Light Podcast. This is episode 19, the Corvette TikTok Juju Smith-Schuster episode, and alongside me here is my co-host, my partner in crime, a little pussy version of me, Dustin Dowling.
What? Why am I the little pussy version
You don't
of
get
you?
enough credit. You can't put you over. You know what I mean?
Super full MVP.
I'm Hulk Hogan, and I will never put you over, okay? It just won't happen. I'm sorry.
I get it. If you're Hulk Hogan, can I be Macho Man then?
No, you would be Nick Hogan. You would be the guy, his son who drove drunk and killed his best friend.
Move. I'm thinking you're going to give me like another character.
No.
Maybe the 1, 2, 3 kid when he was in DX.
You could be Brooke Hogan.
No. Oh, my God.
And then I can yell at you for dating certain people.
Oh, my God. Did you watch any? I know we're right into
Hogan Knows
wrestling.
Best?
Did you watch that not documentary? It was a reality show, I guess.
Oh yeah, I
Long
watched
time
it.
ago.
Yeah, dude, I just love how he just looks like burnt salami the whole.
It
like,
was awful.
Brother. Everything was brother. And dude,
Brother.
like it's bandanas all day.
It was like someone was following the entire family with like a sun lamp. They were just all of them burnt all the time.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was like blinding.
Well, wasn't she trying to be a rapper
There
or
were
a
so
singing
many
artist?
weird things.
I don't know.
The weird thing I remember about the reality series is they showed off his shower, and it had like 20 shower heads. I don't know why I remember that.
That's for his 24-inch pythons, brother.
He's in there bouncing off the shower ropes.
You see his third leg drop.
yeah, that's what that's for. Just cleaning this. Here we go, brother.
Man. What a legend, huh? Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan.
Off the rails in the first 10 seconds. I love it.
That's the way you do the podcast.
Yeah.
I will say this, though, like, since we're talking about it, I kind of feel sorry for celebrity children that want to pursue a career.
In like
entertainment.
media and entertainment.
Because you're always he's just the son of that.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I
it's
agree.
very rare that they're really good.
But sometimes I feel like you got to go hide and get away and then come back.
Like Damon Wayans has a son, Damon Wayans Jr., and he's a stand-up comic, and he's hysterical.
Didn't they remake a movie with him? It wasn't Chips. It was.
Chips?
He's a cop. He's a cop in something. Right?
I don't know.
There's a TV show.
I don't know.
pretty
I don't
sure
watch
it's like
TV. But you
I
know,
know you really don't.
Do you know the only
wild.
thing I watch on TV?
What's that?
The Pittsburgh Steelers. Because the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to the fucking playoffs, baby!
What the hell?
Woo!
What the hell?
Dude,
what the hell?
how?
What the hell?
How?
I don't
How?
even know.
How?
I think it's so funny, like, in my past of watching sports, there's always writers making up these crazy scenarios at the end of the seasons, and I usually don't click on that clickbait, and it's never comes to fruition, and it's what I was thinking all week. I'm never going to happen. All these things are not going to happen. Even if the 1 or 2 things happen, we're not going to be in overtime waiting for this team to tie or not tie.
I mean,
and
like,
then we're there.
I thought I was watching Monday Night Raw. I was like, you fucking scripted motherfuckers. Are you kidding me right now? Like, this is
crazy.
And dude, like, first of all, whoever, I don't know the head coach of the San Diego, and I will continue to call you the San Diego Chargers because nobody in Los Angeles respects you. Thank you so much for being the biggest fucking dipshit of all time. I'll call timeout. For what?
Yeah, I don't.
For what? You're going to the playoffs. Dude, the second he called a timeout, the Raiders coach was like, you think we're friends? You think we're friends, huh?
Yeah.
Suck my dick. And then just bomb it down the field. We'll kick a field goal. See you later, dickhead.
I mean, obviously, he had to think that
What?
they were still trying or something, right? Why else would you
No,
call
they
the
were
time-
running it at the 50-yard line.
That's what I
Right
felt.
up the middle.
But then why would he call the timeout then?
Because he's a fucking idiot.
There's no other explanation, to be honest.
Here's the thing, though, and I really believe that maybe you ever see the Buffalo Wild Wing commercial?
Yeah.
Where like they want to extend the game to overtime, so like they push a button and the referee like brings up sprinklers and somebody tears their ACL.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
You mean someone really wanted to go to Buffalo Wild Wings?
No, I think somebody at Buffalo Wild Wings pushed the button to kick the field goal.
To kick the field goal.
Because here's what happened. Keep in mind this game was in Vegas, right? What do you do in Vegas?
Gamble.
Yeah. So typically in a game, you when to bet a tie, that going into that game it was 130 to 1 odds. So if you bet $1, you win $130 if they tie. Okay? Those odds dropped to 13 to 1 right before kickoff. Because everybody was going, these fuckers are just going to tie the game.
Yeah.
They're just going to tie. And, dude, like, I felt good when Oakland, Vegas was up 12. You can't tie 12. Then
I had the same thought process.
Then they kicked the field goal, and I was like,
you
you cunts. I go, because now touchdown, two-pointer, on your next touchdown, fuck us. Sure enough, dude, on 4th and 21 to end the game, touchdown. How? Fourth and 20, I'll score. Like, come on, dude.
I was
Eat
thinking
my ass.
more of the conspiracy stuff, but that's just gambling. What about the NFL just having an understanding that, man,
let's move this game to the night. Let's move
Steelers
that.
Nation, though, is huge.
Let's move.
And it'd be great to have the Steelers in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, also, let's have the Steelers hanging by a thread so all the Steelers fans have to watch that game. That game was moved to the night. That wasn't a night game.
I know.
Why that game, though?
Oh, man, it does feel like someone's just moving
Pulling
chess
the
pieces
strings.
and
Yeah,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
It's
And then,
insane.
of course, the Steelers, Kansas City, they'll probably start that game at 9:30 p.m.
I just thought it was hysterical that, like, everybody, and, my friend Britt is lives in Florida, and she knows the Jaguars pretty well, and she was like, Jags are gonna win this game, and I was like, shut the fuck up. They're not gonna win this game. There's no way.
And that's what I wasn't even really paying attention.
And she goes, the Jags haven't lost at home against the Colts since 2014.
Yeah, I saw that stat too.
And I go, who cares? I go, they're playing for the first round pick. And so at my house I had, because I don't have a dining room table. I have 2 living rooms because I'm a bro, and that's what bros do.
Yeah.
So I have 2 7-inch TVs with the backlights.
I've not been to this new house yet.
One is teal for the Jaguars. One was gold for the Steelers. And who would have thought that for 3.5 hours, I knew the Jaguars were going to win because they were just beating their ass the whole time. That I had to wait on the Steelers to do their end of the job. And, like, I was on the phone with Ray earlier today, and we said that Ben only has 2 more drives in every game.
I think it's like in him, like physically ever
Physically.
for the rest of his life.
Physically, he has 2 drives
he has
a
2 drives
game.
left.
One at the end, and hopefully it was something before the
That
half.
is so true.
Bro, like, dude,
It's so true.
second half Ben, though, like, he scored a touchdown to go up, and then he drove them for the field. Like
He needs an hour at least to warm up. And then within that hour, I think he gets a good drive in. But then when he comes back to half, he needs to kind of warm up again. And then he kind of peaks around fourth quarter.
And Ben didn't play
Crazy.
Ben didn't play great, let's be
No.
honest. But you know what
Good
Ben
enough.
did?
Good enough.
He threw the ball. He won. Ben found a way to win the game, ugly or not. Also, TJ Watt got fucked on the sack. He should have the sack record right now.
I know. It's so weird how they
Like,
do
that doesn't count. If that game was in Pittsburgh, it would have counted.
That's true, but that's how you play the game.
That's not how you play the game. There should be a neutral person there.
Yeah, but don't they go back and they check all that at the end of the game?
Well, we
so-
challenged it, and so they looked at it yesterday, and I don't know if anything. I haven't checked Twitter because Twitter's been I've been posting memes, and they've been going like super viral.
Right.
And so like I just can't even look right now.
It's also at the same time, a lot of politics come into it, and Michael Strahan is on TV a lot, and for him, like
Michael Fahan.
Yeah, I think
Michael
about that
Fahan.
kind of thing. It's like, let's keep it even now. It's a conversation piece that Michael can have for the next year or so, forever. Now, you know what I mean? It's content.
Well, I thought
content.
the one argument that I always hated was they were like, well, there's an extra game this year. Well, you know what? The year that Michael Strahan broke the record, he played 16 games. The year that T.J. Watt played, he played 14.
I saw something
So
that
eat my ass.
I saw one of those sacks though that like Brett Favre laid down.
He laid
for
down
him.
on the last one.
He laid down. For
Yeah,
him.
he laid down on him.
What a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah, fuck that. You know what?
Fuck that.
Steelers are going to the playoffs. Matt Light is going to Kansas City for the game. Booked my flight. Call God.
Crazy.
I mean,
Crazy.
I feel so bad that I missed last week.
I feel awful that you missed
Because,
last
dude,
week.
everything that I wanted to talk about
I know.
is just,
Did you see me yell at the camera in the
Yes.
studio? I was
the 6 seconds, and I
was-
didn't watch anything else because
the one clip that I sent you.
only when you tagged me.
Yeah, right. The one tag
I'm not.
clip.
Nobody cares about Robin. You know what I mean? There's no Robin comic books.
What are you talking about? Robin was very much in the comic books. He was like big news. We were talking about it. Remember?
Well, why were we talking
We
about
were
him?
talking because he came out of the closet, I believe. or
All right,
something.
you're Robin. That makes sense. Throbbing Robin.
Oh my God! So you said you were talking to Ray on the phone. You talking about Ray?
Ray
You
Zawadney.
friends with Ray Zawadney?
No, not Ray McLeod.
Not Ray McLeod.
No, if I would have called him, the call would have dropped.
Come on, Washington drops way more balls. I
Well,
think
he don't see the field, bro. They don't even play him right now.
Washington.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think he dropped too many balls.
Dude,
He dropped too many.
like so.
And Ray, I guess he's the guy now. Apparently, we're just gonna keep targeting him.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna rewind just a little bit before we get into more. I went to Ben's last game.
Okay. Oh yeah, let's go back to there.
This was last weekend was
Let's
the
do last week's podcast. Let's go.
okay. Last weekend was the most emotional weekend of my life. Okay, you ready?
Okay, go ahead.
Sunday, Antonio Brown just says, "Fuck you," takes his shit off, leaves. Then he's on a podcast, says, "I was about to pull down my pants and show my chocolate ass to the audience." Hysterical. The next day, I go to Big Ben's last home game. Ben played terrible. Thank God for Najee Harris and the defense. And then Sunday, so I said goodbye. I said goodbye to AB.
Yeah.
I
Bye,
said
baby.
goodbye to Ben.
Bye, bed.
And then my girlfriend moved to London the next day.
Bye, baby.
My 3 favorite things in the world, just the killer bees, Brown, Ben, and Bay,
Bay.
you know, leave. And I was just like, so I'm going to kill myself.
That was it.
Like,
It was like,
what else?
it's just done.
And so she moved to London, and it hasn't been easy because it's a 5 hours isn't as bad as you think, though. Because you have about a 7-hour window to talk to each other. But when I wake up around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it's already 3 there. Right? Yeah, it's 2 or 3 o'clock. So, you know, our schedule is a little fluctuated, but, you know, we're trying to figure things out. And then I'm going to London to visit.
When are you going to London to visit?
We haven't discussed it yet. We're waiting for her to get her, like, school schedule. She starts in February, and so, like, I'm like, so it's kind of like, get your shit together, and then I'll see you. And then so, like, I don't know how often I'm gonna go. I'd like to go, dude. Honestly, like, bi-monthly.
Can you hire me to come with you? Like, I'll like be like, just follow you around and film.
So I don't
And
get to
won't
see her
pretend-
for
No,
months at a time.
You got to pretend.
And we got a Real
pretend I'm
Housewives
not
of
there.
London. This
Yeah.
probably not.
Just pretend I'm not there, but
Probably.
it'll pay for itself. Like
Who's gonna buy this?
Our Patreons.
You think they're
Patrons.
gonna be so excited to see?
Yeah, because like this is a lot of great
Right,
content. We get to
like,
fly.
or like I could just
to
hang out with her
London.
by myself.
Listen, we're over this personal bullshit.
I've
you
done-
think you need
listen,
to have like
I
a
have
girlfriend,
not-
which
I
is
have
like
not had a private life in
private life.
10 years.
Private life.
I'm serious.
What's that mean to you? Private life.
Like, I just want to just enjoy what I want without a camera, without people coming up to me. If I go to lunch,
What do you do every other day besides when you're not coming in
how
here with
often
me?
do people fucking come up to me when we go to places?
We're out in the street, but when I'm with Matt Thornton, it's the same fucking thing happens.
Yeah, well, they know him for other reasons. They're not like you're the best at what you do.
A little
They're
bit.
not like, can I get a pic? Do they ask for photos?
A little bit.
No, they don't.
Because
Fuck
he
out
has
of
a
here.
camera usually.
Yeah,
He's getting
and they're
it.
like, oh, you're
Yeah.
free. My point is, I go to London, nobody knows who I am. I get that fun.
Well, you're gonna like jackass it. Like now, you have to go to another country. Just to, see that. There you go. Now we
I'm
can
not
really,
big timing.
Really,
I'm
we
not
can go.
big. I'm just saying that if I lived in London with her, I would say you fly up whenever you want. You can film some shit. But it's very limited time I have with her. The last thing I want is you be like, hey, can you call him a cocksucker one more time?
Can you
Can you slap him in the face?
can you call her cocksucker one more time?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Can you call it? Rachel, can you call him baby dick one more time for the camera? Like, no.
Because they're already saying these things is what's hilarious
No,
to
they
me. This is
do.
the conversation
she'll-
that I'm improving on.
She'll drink and she'll be like, let me see that baby dick. And I'm like, All right. I'm gonna go. She's like, why?
Oh, man. This makes me think I want to take... This should be a thing we should actually do, is come up to Fort City, Allegheny County, and let's do like a
dating show.
A man on the street, a Matt for mayor on the streets of Fort City.
Let's do The Bachelor. Let's do an episode. You're The Bachelor, bro.
Well, I think it would be the opposite.
Is there anybody more popular than you in Fort City?
I'm sure there's Jamal's probably more popular, and there's there's the FC, what we call them, the FC Legends.
What's FC?
Fort City, FC Legends. So like people have been like living in town forever, and like or somehow
legends or losers. I mean, because when you're saying they lived in Fort City forever,
aren't necessarily. I guess there's probably a better word than legends.
Losers.
But they're legends, but in Fort City's eyes, they are legends. They are not losers.
They have health care? This guy got more than 7 teeth.
They're just basically not dead and never missed like a Sabres football game or a Riverhawks game.
Whatever. Speaking of which, that chick that lives near you.
You're a little off. Okay, keep asking questions.
What's going on?
Which wait. Ask that question again.
The one that said you had cross-eyed tits.
Oh my God, that's what you
got
fucking
fit.
say?
Yeah.
That's what you are the worst.
Are you dating her now?
No, I'm not dating her now.
Oh, then fuck her. Who cares?
She's like a friend of mine that lives close.
What do you mean a friend?
We went out twice.
Did you do it yet?
Well, I don't remember. Maybe. Yes. No. Probably.
How do you not remember?
Because I'm trying to remember.
Was it not good?
When I drive down here, I have conversations in my head to not let you get me to talk about this.
Yeah,
stuff.
have you ever won that conversation?
Yes, because I want this not to be the TMZ, the Matt Light podcast.
Oh, but you want to follow me around? Well, I haven't seen my girlfriend in 3 months to London, you fucking prick.
Because we would make content somehow about that.
We would, but I just want to, maybe not the first time I go there. Maybe like a couple times.
I'm not truly being honest, but like...
For my birthday, I think we're going
somehow it would be paid for, then I would be honest.
We're going to Italy, I think, for my birthday.
Okay. Well, I'm happy to go there.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
Call God.
So, anyways, let's stop talking about your girlfriend. Maybe let's stop talking about girls.
Let's
not talk about girls. Girls
listen to this podcast. They want to hear about. So what's going on, dude? Why are you not hanging out with her?
I don't know. I might hang out with her again. Like, I don't have this thing anymore.
When's the last time you've done coming?
You're asking me a question. Let me explain myself. Let me answer them. All right? See, now you don't even care. You want me to say yes,
we
no,
don't want a
and
sad
give you, like,
story.
rates.
We want to know.
I'm not giving you a sad story.
Well,
I'm explaining to you that
I'm busy.
I don't sit there and like text women all day.
Why
I'm not
not?
like sitting there like either like, hey, how you doing, or like, what's up, or like taking selfies. It's literally if I all of a sudden I have free time, and like earlier we were saying if I have tickets, it's like I just go down the list and like try to see who's available to hang out with.
So who's the last girl you went down the list and tried to see if her pussy was open?
It was this girl, Chelsea. We went out and we saw
you. Said her name,
and we saw you. Did
I
fucking say her name?
I made you look good. Yeah, you said Chelsea.
And you repeated it.
Well, so I'm gonna look on Facebook right now and see how many Chelsea friends you have. And I'll narrow it down to where they live and what they do for a living. What does she do for a job?
Let's see here. I'm going to mark down the notes where I got to do a lot of editing on this one.
You're not editing this.
I am too.
What? She doesn't listen.
What? Come on. We're not going down.
Does she say she listens?
She might now.
Why? You're not going to tag her.
I am not, but you know how people are interested in what you do. They want to see
Nobody. I can only see your mutual friends. This is bullshit.
You said that your girlfriend listens and watches. So.
No, she only listens when she's mad at me.
She's not in the same country as you. She's not happy with you right now.
Yeah, but like I didn't do anything.
What do you mean? You didn't go with her?
I wasn't invited, or I would have.
It doesn't matter.
I would have went.
You were very far away. You were not.
Should I have went?
No.
Well, then fuck off.
Yeah,
what do you want from me?
No, I'm just saying how the situation is in her terms.
She doesn't care enough about what I do to listen to this.
I can't wait until this is weeks later, and you once again will have a completely different feeling about the situation.
What, like we're broken up?
Yeah, and whoever. Like, I can't remember. When did you move to the house you're in now? Was it before this podcast or
Don't
after?
worry about my past.
I'm just asking, when did you move? I didn't say anything about it.
March.
Girl. I asked when you moved into that house.
You're talking about Justine?
See, now you brought her up.
Well, I mean, I'll bring her name up. Yeah, I dated a girl for 4 years, and then, you know.
I'm just saying, like, the turnaround's often quick.
4 years?
Maybe it's in my head. It's faster.
I was with her for 4 years.
I meant the turnaround of the next person. And
no, Rachel and I, we didn't start dating until, I mean, we were hanging out and shit, but we weren't really a thing until like September.
Okay. Well,
which is 6 months. I mean, how fucking long should I wait?
I don't know.
We were hanging out, we were having a good time, and then
This is podcast 19.
and then
so
I just was like, hey,
podcast-
like, fuck this. Like, I don't want you talking to other people. I don't want to talk to anybody else. What's the point?
Yeah, lock that up.
Well, it was like
You know, to
I
lock
enjoy
up most women, you know what you have to do.
give them that hammer. You know? Duh.
I agree with that.
I mean,
All right. Can we go back to sports now?
whatever you want to talk about, dude. I
Right.
think I will tell you this. So people like my life. They want to know what I'm doing.
I'm not saying we don't want to talk about your life. Usually I also, but what I tend
well,
to do
let's do this then.
is
Let's
try to do this.
We'll
this
segue.
bonus
We'll segue.
episodes.
We'll segue into her best friend and my best friend,
Her best friend and my best friend.
Antonio Brown.
Oh.
This dude is everywhere right now. Yesterday, he's taking pictures with. Oh, can you hear this? Can they hear this?
You want me to cut to it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a moment today
You know
to
my
just call
friend.
God, man, and acknowledge it.
Yeah, it's play it.
Booming.
Yeah, call God and acknowledge it. Booming.
We'll restart it. I guess
Yeah.
we can go from the beginning.
Hey, yo, Mad Light
There
Comedy.
he is.
You know you the GOAT and the funniest comedian in Pittsburgh. I want you to take a moment today to just call God, man, and acknowledge it. Booming.
He's the GOAT. Yeah, that's so he's hanging out with Kanye now. And so the rumor was, like, when all that shit happened and he walked off and he, like, dropped a fucking music video and a song, like, the next day, is that Kanye said he wants to collaborate with Antonio Brown. Is that amazing?
That is crazy.
Kanye wants to collaborate, and because everyone's always said that AB is the Kanye West of the NFL.
I mean, that's a good way to describe him. I
Egotistical,
agree.
the best. Might be fucking mental health issues. Who knows? Could be just crazy, or could just be a genius, and he never lets you know.
The genius in the sense of, like, understanding
The
like,
brand.
the branding of it. Yeah, like I don't think he's
AB's
gonna put
always
any
known
banger. I'm not sure he's gonna put out any bangers.
No, he's not the best rapper.
But at the same time, he's with Kanye. You know, maybe they might be able to. A little magic might happen. I don't know. But Kanye obviously is a genius.
It's my wallpaper. It's Kanye and AB.
He is a genius, and he does understand this probably better than almost anyone in the world. And you know, you get it what it's hot, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and the thing is, though, it's like I feel like all my AB merchandise is gonna be worth so much money now.
That's probably
Dude,
true.
if he gets into the rap game, how many autographs do you sign as a rapper? Like when you try and buy somebody's autograph, they're sports players, sports athletes, wrestlers, you know, shit like that. But no one's ever like, yo, like Kanye, can I get an autograph? Like when the fuck do they sign? Like never.
That's a good. I never really
Right?
thought about that.
Hey,
per
hell, there's
se.
Al Pacino. Hey, Al Pacino, will you sign my fucking cup?
Yeah, I guess sports athletes do more signatures.
Yeah.
Because I guess they don't make content the same way. So they're not like
Yeah.
it's physically. It's like, oh, I see that person. It's not like I can buy
unless
it.
they're like D-list and they're at like a Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like somebody from The Office who's like the fucking extra.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Dale, you had marinara sauce poured on your dick in one episode.
Well, this goes back to the conversation we've been having about, you know, how NFL and just athletes altogether need to kind of figure out, or to make money, they kind of have their own brand. They can't just be an athlete.
Yeah, the average
anymore.
player, I mean, is in the league for 4 years.
Right.
And so that is not long. So if you break it down, like, you know, even if you make $10 million in 4 years, okay, you come out $10 million, and that's a decent amount of money,
Yeah.
right?
But you got to think about now. You got to
Taxes.
have taxes and the lifestyle.
So you're losing
gonna
$1 million.
wanna
You're
have.
losing $1 million to your guy right off the bat, your agent. Okay, so you're at $9 million. Then your taxes, you're at $6 million, right? So you're at $6 million for 4 years, which is great. But also you don't know when your career is going to end. And most players go, I'm fucking good enough. I have the heart. They're competitive. Athletes are competitive, so they bet on themselves way often.
That's a
Way
good
more
point.
often
Yeah,
than they
they're gonna
don't,
bet on
because
themselves.
they think that I'm just going to continue to play. Look, Ben, 18 fucking years. You know what I mean? Should it have been 18 years? Yeah, I'm happy right
This
now.
is fun right now.
It's so much fun. But skill set wise, no, probably 16.
Yeah, he was probably done at 16.
And
even
after
some of
the
years that
injury-
he was really good, you know, didn't have a whole team around him. He was getting beat up on.
But you know what? Like it's one of those things. I mean, like I would always I've always thought, like, even if Ben couldn't play anymore, why not be a backup? Like, why is that a pride thing? Like, I'm like, dude, I'll be a backup and a coach for $3 million a year
So that's funny you
instead
bring
of
that
hiring some piece of
up.
shit.
Now that you say that, like, who is doing that though? But
Nobody's ever done it.
Because I'm trying to think of like other quarterbacks that are backups.
Only guys that are
good.
like journeymen that like kind of were starters for a season, then they fought like
Right,
like a
journeyman.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
That's who I was thinking.
You
of.
know, but like
right,
there's-
he's never really been on a team.
There's never been like a Big Ben or like a Tom Brady that goes, you know what, like
Yeah.
I might
think
be
it's the
done, but I can manage the game.
I think people just don't want to be number 2. I mean, you understand that.
And
You
I
don't
also
wanna be
think
number
like
2.
that most of these guys have families too.
Yeah,
and
they're-
the wives
they're
are like,
done.
all right, dude, like your
Yeah.
kids are 8. You know what I mean? Like you don't even know their middle name. Why don't you fucking show up?
There's no way Rivers knows all those middle names. There's no way.
Fuck no. What's he have? 8 or 9 kids?
It's enough. It's more than enough.
It's a lot of cum. That's a lot.
A lot of cum.
Do you think like he only had sex 9 times?
I think.
Because Rivers doesn't look like a guy that really is like into sex.
Yeah, I always get wonder that.
I feel like if every time Phillip Rivers has sex, he's like, ha ha ha. Like just that weird country boy, like, ha, all right.
Yeah, I'm in. I'm into that pussy.
All right, Jessica, let's go ahead. Well, he doesn't swear.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Jessica, let's get that vagina.
Vagina.
Vagina. I never respected him because
Maybe
he
it's
throws the ball weird,
Yeah.
and then he doesn't swear and he talks trash.
I just remember.
We're gonna kick your butts.
I
I'm like,
loved
shut
playing
up,
them.
bitch.
It just felt like it was an automatic win when Steelers were always whooping up the AFC.
Yeah,
It
and
was automatic win
he's
to
so
do.
overrated.
He was
so
very overrated.
You're a fantasy football
If
quarterback.
he wasn't in that draft,
Your
the same
team sucks.
season,
Yeah.
like
him, dude, and like
Manning and
do you know the Big Ben
Roethlisberger.
story? Like how
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's
how
crazy.
the Steelers like got him?
Yeah, it's just
Unreal.
another unreal looping everybody around. And
Maybe
not
I'll
knowing
tell
what's
you guys
going
on our Patreon.
Yeah,
Sign up for
we'll
our
do another.
Patreon.
Well, that's what I want to do. I want to do more of our
Hey,
TMZ
Matt's gonna do that
episodes.
origin of Big Ben. He's gonna tell you how we got him, who signed him, who won trade, cause
I actually kind of like that. An actual episode that's like, you know, educational.
origin of Big Ben.
Origin of Big Ben.
hey, 6 years ago they were gonna fucking take a running back.
Once
and
upon a
then-
times.
It was great. It was good. But yeah, I mean, our Patreon is booming right now. Business is booming.
We are booming now.
You guys can join. We're actually filming our first Man on the Street tomorrow, which I'm
Tomorrow.
so excited.
Doing a real episode.
So we're gonna have. So here's the way we're gonna do it though: is the Man on the Street video is gonna be available for everybody, but the behind the scenes and stuff like that's gonna be on Patreon.
No.
It's all gonna be on Patreon.
Everything's gonna be on Patreon, but the good stuff, the good clips, the reels, the TikToks, you can watch that anywhere.
Okay,
but if
so
you
like
want the legit
so the full video, the full 5+ minute
Yeah,
video is gonna be
yes.
on there.
Yes.
And you get a taste for like a minute on
Yeah,
other shit.
Yeah. Which is, to be honest, which most people only watch.
That's all they need
It's what they
anyways.
watch anyway.
Right.
They're clicking. I see the analytics. Most of the time they click away. But listen, these episodes are going to be way better.
Nobody does Man on the Street better than
Nobody
me.
does
I
it.
do it tremendous, okay? Not even the guy, not even Sleepy Joe. He doesn't know what to do. No, it's going to be awesome, man. We got some really good ideas.
We got ideas. We some planned out. You know, we've done it before, obviously. And now it's
They were
like,
really
take
good.
these, and we're going to make them
Yeah.
better.
I actually, I got to tell you about something really cool, too, coming up. I'm supposed to be doing content for a casino.
Ooh.
Two casinos are
casino-
actually bidding right now
casino
for who's going to
content.
pay me more.
Okay.
And guess who's it's going to be?
I'm assuming Rivers was one.
Rivers
casino.
was one, and then Bet US is a
BetUS.
national one, and they want me to do TikToks for them. And so I just said, pay me more. Here's both deals. Figure it out, assholes.
Figure it out. Do they know that they're bidding against each other?
No,
at all?
I'm going to as soon as I get the email from Bet US. I'm like, you're already getting into this. But yeah, join our Patreon, dude. It's $5 a month. You get so much cool shit. Your first month when you sign up, you get a T-shirt sent to you, so it pays for itself. The shirt's $25 fucking.
Cool shirts.
I pay for the shipping. By the way, all of you guys that are on my Patreon right now, there's 14 of you. Thank you. I will be shipping those shirts out today, and I'm also going to be getting those. What's it called? I'm going to be getting my gambling picks for the week ready for you guys.
Those
because
are also on Patreon.
I hit really big. And if you follow my Patreon, you should be very happy right now because I hit. I took the Steelers and I took the Jaguars money line parlay, $75 to win $1,500 fucking dollars. Do you know why? Because I'm the fucking best. This is I will tell you this, and I'm not sounding crazy. My win-loss record this year
It's really good.
is fucking incredible.
It's crazy.
It's incredible.
And it's documented. So it's not like, they can be like, oh, you fucking, like, no, we shot videos and you have screenshots.
Incredible.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
I've gone 3-0 4 fucking times, 2-1 4 times. No, I never went. I went 1-1-1. That was it.
Yeah.
My worst record, you broke even.
Yeah. So basically, you get on the Patreon
$5 and you're
follow
investing.
them.
Yeah. It's like the Bitcoin of degenerates, right? It's the Bitcoin for people that like pussy, right? Because Bitcoin's for nerds. But if you gamble, you like vagina.
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 Hey, could you bring over that vagina?
Yeah.
Let's make a baby.
That's a 1974 vagina over there.
By the way, to the patrons that have not messaged me back that are paying, give me your address and your shirt
Don't tell them
size.
that, because if they don't get a fucking shirt. I'm not worried about it.
Hey, man, I want these people to keep paying and to keep
Speaking of which,
watching.
where's the money for the first month, dickhead?
It's already gone to the podcast.
It's supposed to go to me.
It's
pay
in
for
the Patreon.
shipping.
We'll see what happens. We'll talk
We'll
about
see what
that.
happens. I was supposed.
I spent it on wings because they're expensive now. If you didn't know that, I like wings a lot.
Okay, but I was supposed to use that money for
Well,
shipping the
we'll-
shirts.
We'll figure it out.
So, AKA, you can go to my other Patreon, patreon.com/MattLight, where only I get the money.
Wait, no, I'm not sure that might be there, so do not look at that.
No,
It's
it
not
100%
like,
is there.
Oh my God, I have to go in and delete that. I'll hack into
Dustin
it.
Dowling, you're fired.
Tell you what, if I start seeing it going to another account, then I'm just turning all these lights off and everything off. So.
No, we need the money to keep this show going. We do this for the Pits at the Gateway. The Gateway is the center where we can do it. The Gateway can do all of your media needs: commercials, promos, music videos, live streaming, podcasts. They can even put you on CNN. That fucking dickhead doctor comes in every now and then and
That's not nice to call
talks
him.
about. Well, I don't
it's
know.
not Dr. Fauci, so.
Well, whatever doctor it is, give him fucking chlorine in his veins. And yeah, so check that out, and and fuck her right in the pussy. So
Man, I wish one of these days I'm gonna like clip these, and I'm like, I can't clip this.
I do that on purpose.
I know.
So that you can.
The gateway to all your media needs.
So what are you doing this weekend?
Once again, I really don't know. Probably preparing for all this, and probably editing the Matt for Mayor video we're doing tomorrow.
Guess where
Matt on
I'm
the
gonna
streets.
be?
What are you going somewhere special?
I'm going somewhere very special.
What's
a
that?
KC masterpiece is where I'm going.
A
I'm
what?
going to Kansas City, baby.
What's going on there, Matt?
Hey, the Steelers are gonna play that fucking Mahomes, guys.
Oh man,
That's how every Pittsburgh's gonna say it.
Yeah,
It's like it's Mahomes. It's in wrong vowel, asshole. It's an E.
You know, that is a real thing that people like. They try to think, oh, I was just knowing someone's name. I was just trying to be funny.
Dude,
it's
also,
it's
like-
so right. You do it to only black people, and it happens all the time.
No,
'cause
that's not true because Roethlisberger has been a thing for how long?
Yeah, but every Yinzer can pronounce that so well. Yet the vice president, they'll never be able to knock it out.
Kamala is what they
Yes,
say.
yeah.
It's Kamala.
Yeah, Kamala, yeah.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. But they're like Kalamalama. They'll say it like that every
They're
time.
like, that fucking chlamydia broad. She gonna take over the country because that dude,
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe, don't know what he's talking about.
And they're like, in today's stats, Mr. Ben John Roethlisberger. Is it
Yeah.
John?
Todd.
I thought it's Todd.
Todd.
It is Todd.
Todd's the
Son
worst
of a gun.
fucking name ever.
The reason I know it was Todd because whoever did the announcing this week, he did do a whole 3 name on one of those plays.
You could be 6'2", beautiful veneers, chiseled chest, 8 hard, and you'd be like, hi, I'm Todd. And every girl will be like, I'm good. Your fucking name is Todd.
It's up there with Chad, I guess. Todd and Chad.
Nah, but Chad is like a normal name. Like Todd is just like like Todd. Like Chad is douchebag frat.
Chad's the bro.
Todd is
Todd's
like
the dork.
Todd is the
Okay.
dork.
Yeah.
Todd is the creepy dork that just cranks one while his roommate's banging. He's looking at the keyhole.
Oh,
You know
that's
what I mean?
awful.
Todd's a fucking
This
creep.
podcast's always taking bad turns. Just trying.
Would you date a girl with a bad name?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because
What's
yeah.
the weirdest name of a girl you've dated?
Man, I probably don't have any. Just like I see a lot of Megans, Ashleys.
Megan's a fat fuck name. Is she fat?
No, but I know Megans that were fat.
Yeah.
No, the Megan I'm thinking of, she was pretty.
I
Yeah.
know pretty Megans. I also know ugly Megans.
You know, a lot of Megans. A lot of Megans. Not that I date.
That
a lot
name
of,
is an ugly.
Megans and Ashleys.
It's an ugly name though. Ashley is a
Courtney's.
sloppy drunk name.
Courtney's.
Courtney's a yuppie name. I've dated. So Gemma, what do you think of that name?
That's a different one.
Different. I like it though.
Name.
British name.
Yeah, it definitely. When you talk about Gemma, I know who you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
The name is way nicer.
It's also
than
the first
person.
girlfriend.
First
that I
one.
knew. Yeah.
Annie. Annie's an older person name.
I remember Annie just because the first time I met her, she took her whole long fingers, because she had long fingers with long fingernails, and dipped it into the cheese dip at the party we were at. And
Yeah.
I'll never forget that moment.
Yeah. Justine is a different name.
I couldn't remember that one for the
You know what's
longest
so funny is I've never met a Justine before.
time. Okay.
The second we broke up, I met like 7 Justines.
Were you able to, like, did it turn off? Or you like, yeah, I can't do it?
No,
It's weird.
I wasn't trying to date anybody.
But would it be then? Would it be, like, weird?
Probably because
Yeah.
the name is so rare.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if it's an Ashley, you could date an Ashley and then a couple Amandas and Nicoles and then go back to an Ashley. But if you date somebody with a name that's just like
Yeah.
I've only heard it for that one person,
Right. That would be tough.
never.
Because now the memory's so
Right.
like, yeah, it's more broad. It's like.
And I think
diffused.
Rachel's a common name, right?
Uh-huh.
But it's not common enough to where like every time I would hear Rachel, I would think of the first Rachel.
See, I know a lot of girls through Facebook that have, especially ones that like are still single or gone through a relationship, got married, and like were single afterwards, that they got rid of their last names and either go by their middle names or they're like,
Like in real life, or
yeah,
just
both real name and like and what I'm so
so
like
Ashley Nicole is now Nicole.
yeah, or it would be Ash Nicole or Ash Nick, or I guess that one doesn't
But that's
work.
not their real name. They put that so that their jobs don't find them.
Well, I think it's more than that. I think it's because they like want to just like delete the life they had before because
Yeah,
dudes
maybe.
because they're single now. Usually, what happens now they're single, so all these dudes that like were like into them.
Ashley was the whore. Ash Nicole has a 401k now.
Yes.
At Burlington Coat Factory.
Yeah.
We're booming.
Ash Nicole, right? And I think it is. It's a mental thing. I'm not that person anymore. I'm
Yeah.
not her anymore.
Yeah. No, I'll be Matt Light for
no
life.
no hookups.
I've been Matt Light my whole life though. Like I was like 5 years old and people would go Matt Light, Matt Light. I don't know why.
Small, short,
Sounds
two
fun.
short names.
And it's
Yeah.
and even though like the year I was born, Matthew was the most popular name.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not that many Matts.
Bible name, Matthew.
Nah, God's not real, but like I know what you're saying. The only God I call is AB. I call God. Did we talk about the Christmas presents I got from Rachel?
No, we did not. We didn't
I-
talk
I
about luck because
should've-
you weren't fucking here last week.
I should have sent you the pictures so that you could show the podcast. She got me a white T-shirt with a mugshot of AB on it. Then
I might have saw it. in
Then
your
she got me a
stories.
long candle of Jesus, but AB's face is on it. And I go, "That's so cool! You got that custom made." And she goes, "Oh no, these are actually on a website." And I go, "Do you think we're the only person who's bought it?" She was like, "Oh, for sure."
#1 customer.
How was your New Year's?
I had a dad New Year's because my daughter.
What does that mean?
That means I try my best to stay awake till midnight,
Okay.
and then me and my daughter watch the ball drop, and then she goes back upstairs and gets on her video games, whatever she was in at the time. She might have ran outside and screamed and yelled at the abyss for a minute, but
I had to stay in. We were kind of under quarantine,
Yeah.
Because she had to get tested for COVID, and if she has COVID, she can't go to London. So we stayed in. Listen to this.
I'm hearing you. I have headphones on. I
We
can hear you.
stayed in. Well, you're not paying attention. You
I was
fucking pay
no. I
attention.
was
Look
paying
at my
attention.
dick. Look at my dick. We're gonna get Permanis in a little bit. We'll be fine. So stop looking at my dick.
Oh, okay.
All right. We did New Year's Eve. And usually New Year's Eve is a big show. The last big New Year's Eve was 2019. I headlined the Improv. Last year, I think I went to our friend's house. This year, we had to stay inside. She had an Airbnb, and it was so boring for like the first like hour and a half because we just did the exact same thing yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, well, we'll drink some Claw. So we started feeling loose, like we're drinking White Claws. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm playing blackjack on my phone. And then, I'm a sick fuck. And I go, well, I guess I'll play some blackjack too. So we started playing blackjack, and we're playing baccarat. And for those of you who don't know how to play baccarat, me neither. But I won $2,600.
What?
Dude, we were just picking colors.
You were just asking me 5 minutes ago for shipping money.
You just... well, listen, just because I'm successful doesn't mean I get that. Listen, I'm very athletic. So, here's the thing. So we're going red, blue, red, blue, red, blue.
Athletic.
And I jokingly, I started with $100, and I got it up to $1,100. And I was like, babe, well, you pick the colors with me. I go, you can have half. It's free money. Who cares? So I bought her something she wanted. Bought her it. Then we're drunk, and she goes, I really like that purse, though. I go, you think I can win it? She was like, ah. I was like, how much is it? She's like, it's $1,000. I go, hold on a second. I put another $100 in. I win $1,600 fucking dollars. And I go, all right, your purse, I'll pick it up tomorrow.
How quick are you pulling money out of there that gets back into your checking account?
What do you mean?
Well, aren't you playing a game on your phone?
So it comes out of your account like in 2 days.
Okay.
But then it goes into your account like the next day almost.
Okay.
So, dude, I killed it, man. You put it on your credit card so you get the points.
Right.
And then
right.
and then the second it drops in, you pay it immediately.
Right, right.
So it's an investment.
Oh, I get that. I understand. I
But-
understand the credit card. I do that too. When you have the money, you want the points.
The one good thing about credit cards is when you sign up for like some of those flight perks, they're like, if you spend X amount of money, you get how many miles for free. So what you do is you PayPal yourself. You charge yourself on the credit card on your PayPal, and you just put it back in your account, and you have 3 free fucking flights.
This is like a real podcast now. I'm sure you've heard of Tiny Meat Gang. I've sent them to you a few
Yeah, I've
times.
heard of them, but I refuse to watch them.
Well, it's not their podcast particularly.
Because
it's
you like it.
It's the other guys. They do finance stuff, and they're like bros though too. But this guy, there used to be a scam you could do. It's very similar to the same thing. Is like you got like your Target card, and you can actually pay it like a credit card. So you would do the same thing. You would just loop in with the whatever credit card you had like a cool points. Once you got so many points, you got like a free ticket while flying. Like a whole, just buy one, get one.
Yeah.
And so the dude just would keep using his Target card, but then just pay it off.
Yeah.
And so it was like this extra hack to just constantly get free points. It's like, that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot. What is your favorite hack you've ever done? Here's my favorite hack that I used to do. And I did it every single lunch day at North Hills High School my senior year. So you go to McDonald's. You go to the drive-thru. You don't order. You keep driving when there's 2 windows. You go past the first window. You go, my bad, I forgot my money, right? And you sit in between the 2 windows. And you wait for the person behind them to order and pay for their food. The second they leave that window, you pull up. Whatever they get,
Yeah, whatever they get,
is
you're
now
getting.
yours. Fun fact: do Vans. Vans have more people in their car. lot of Happy Meals, but it was worth it. We're sitting, dude. We would, bro. We would sit there like Billy Madison and his 2 dickhead friends, who would steal a 30-pack of lunches. You remember when Norm Macdonald and the other dude are just sitting there in front of the bus, just fucking laughing, eating everybody's sandwiches? That's
Yes,
what we
I
were
very much
doing
remember
with
that.
McDonald's.
R.I.P.
Rest in peace, Norm.
Yeah,
And
R.I.P.
Bob Saget.
I knew it was getting in there eventually.
Yeah, I don't know him personally. I never met him, but I hear good things. And yeah, man. I mean, he did a lot. He did Full House, huge show.
That was my dad for many years, I felt like.
America's funniest home videos. I mean, he had to have made a killing on that, right? Because that's
so wow. It's like Vine and TikTok now.
Well, yeah, and the thing about that, like, you have to remember, like, there's no, you don't pay anybody. At the very end, somebody wins like minimum rate salary.
A little bit of a prize.
You win $10,000 every episode. It's like, oh, so what was Bob making?
And the best part is
he
like,
didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he comes in and you're thinking like we're gonna hire this guy. There's this story I've heard about it, like why he does the voice, and he was like, I'm just gonna come in like, well, I'm gonna, hey, look out, oh, kick in the nuts, ah. They're like,
oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
great.
But that's great
the whole
though.
Fucking show.
Bob would just go up and sit there, like he'd go up to like the people in the audience, and he'd grab the microphone. He's like, "What are you four white trash pieces of shit gonna do with $10,000 if you win?" You know? And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna put our kids through college." Okay, you fucking loser.
To be honest,
It's
was
so funny how clean he was.
I know. I didn't know he was a comedian until I was much older.
Me neither.
Much older. And that actually was like such a moment in my childhood, because when I start watching that show is when I was allowed to stay up later. Because what happened was my parents would make popcorn, and I would smell it, and I would wake up and be like, "What are you guys doing out there?" And they were watching this show. And then once I started watching it, I was allowed to stay up later.
Yeah.
So it was such like a moment in time of my life.
The moment I realized he was dirty, it was probably the same moment as you. Do you remember what it was?
It's the movie.
Yeah. Half-Baked.
Yeah, it's movie Half-Baked.
Marijuana's not a drug. I used to suck dick for coke, and the guy's like, "I seen him. You ever suck some dick for marijuana?" He's like, "No, I can't say I have."
I think I had the internet too, and I just had like real new.
Dude, we were like
just
9.
had the
I was like
internet.
9. I was like, "What?"
That makes sense. So if you were 9, I was
fuck?
probably like 12 or 13 or whatever. Do math. And I remember like looking up, and I was like, "Oh my god, he's a comedian," and like figuring it out, all these things. Like and like,
Well, that was
Dad.
Yeah.
Bob Saget or Danny Tanner just said a really bad word down here.
Well, he
or whatever I was watching.
That was
on.
one of those clips you would download on Napster.
I
Remember,
was
you
gonna say, I
download
probably
audio
didn't
clips.
see the movie unless I saw it on Comedy
I
Central.
suck dick for.
Yeah, right. That's how I had it. Probably
Well,
on
rest in
Napster.
peace to that guy, huh?
Yeah. Well, you were talking about hacks, but like another hack I used to do, I think you used to do this too, was, and I'm not sure you could still do this, is when you realize you were really low on money, and like say your checking account had a few bucks in it. When you pull money out, you don't just pull that $8 out.
You pull a huge amount.
You pull as much as you can, which I think was a limit of $300 or $600.
So you don't get hit H overdraft.
Yeah, because you're getting a overdraft no matter what.
Yeah, my dad taught me that.
Yeah.
He's a piece of shit.
You used to do that all the time until eventually PNC just took my account away.
Yeah, they were like, "All right, dude, you don't need $6,000 right now. Like you don't have any money. You've never had $6,000 in your fucking account.
Yeah.
What do you need that for? Don't worry about it."
Don't worry about it.
Rachel, what do you think? Red or blue this time? Black or on?
Yeah.
I won $400 last night again. Dude, I'm on a fucking killing spree. Let's do this real quick because we have a couple minutes left and I ran out of things to talk about. So I'm going to look at the games, the playoff games, and see what we think about how the Steelers are going to do. And let's take our
Did you watch any
expert
other
picks.
games, though, real quick?
Yeah, I
like
did.
The
And
Lions.
you know what I noticed about all these games, though? First of all, what a crazy week to end.
Every game was like a studio wrestling match. It was just ridiculous stuff happening.
And what was also, don't ever call it studio wrestling again. Just say wrestling, dickhead. Disrespectful. Studio podcast guy. Fucking cunt.
It doesn't work the same.
All right, so one thing I noticed, though, watching all the other games, they have offense.
Yeah.
They have fast players. They
Yeah.
can run the ball. Like,
a little more
I watched the
exciting.
Steelers, and, bro, like, they fucking suck.
There's no points.
Just
no points are
watching
happening.
them, but like me and Ray said on the phone, this is gonna be an ugly Steelers victory, like fucking 9-3, 9-6.
They muck it up, man.
Fuck it,
They're
dude.
gonna, and they're gonna muck the other team up. That's
why I hope,
I
I hope the weather is fucking dog shit. It's supposed to be 26. I know that because I'm going.
Where are you sitting, by the way?
Where am I sitting?
Yeah,
You don't know?
I do know.
You guys don't
but I
know?
wanted you to gloat.
Front row, behind the Steelers bench, 35-yard
You
line.
can smell the decay on Ben Roethlisberger.
You know what I
Yeah.
smell? It's third down and Ben.
Oh man.
So
Wait, real quick, another Ben thing though, to make Ben even more special. When they do cut to those close shots at the game, it's fucking pouring down in that game.
Which
It's
one?
So wet. The last game.
yeah,
And he's still putting the ball where it needs to enough to win the game.
He's got a hammer.
You know, I don't know how many times anyone's gone out and tried to throw an NFL football to a, you know, to
It's
someone
easy.
to be so precise.
For me, it's
in
easy.
In a wet ball.
Yeah, it's easy for me.
Right.
I'm good
Except
at
for those
everything.
few times, like I picked you off, and then your
Those two
Super Bowl
times.
career.
You know how it's
One
crazy
time.
that
Two
you
times.
one interception and you bring that one play up, which is great. But I was a 4-time MVP, so
Yeah, but also, how many of those 4 times MVPs am I like underneath helping you out to that MVP position?
So what you're saying is you're Robin and I'm Batman, like I said earlier.
I decided to be in this position.
No,
when I decided to beat you.
When AB does what AB wants,
Ladies and gentlemen,
AB,
this is the Matt Light podcast, and this is
we're not done. Listen.
No, I was just trying to say it's your podcast, and
Yeah.
that, like, I can't win this argument
You can't.
on the podcast.
Your fucking name's not on this. Mine is. But people love you though.
Oh, thank you.
No, they don't. So here's the games. You got the Bengals and the Raiders playing. Two teams we're 0-3 against. Cincinnati's -5.5. I think Cincinnati's going to beat the fuck out of them.
I think Cincinnati might win the whole damn thing.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I do, but I get it. Like, I agree with the philosophy. The Buffalo Bills -4 at home against the New England Patriots. I think that is going to be closer than 4 points. I don't think Mac Jones is as good as they make it seem. I think that's all Belichick. I think the Bills should win, but I think the Bills are very inconsistent. Fun fact about the Buffalo Bills, we fucking beat them.
I do think about that when he's making crazy ass plays yesterday.
All right, so this is one that is going to shock a lot of people. All right. I think the Philadelphia Eagles
The Birds.
are going to go to Tampa Bay and beat the Buccaneers.
Who's the Birds quarterback? Who do they have?
Jalen Hurts.
I don't even fucking
They
know who
run
it
the
is.
ball. That's a formula to beat the Bucs.
Did they start off with Hurts at the beginning of the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah. I don't remember. Somebody and then Hurt. Yeah, because last year he played a couple games
Okay.
and everyone's like, you should trade for him. I was like, fuck
Right.
you.
Right.
No, I think they can beat the Buccaneers. I think that's the upset of the week. So I would take the Eagles plus 8.5. I think that's a really good bet. And this game is very interesting too because this is two teams that I think are very similar as the Dallas Cowboys against the 49ers. 49ers have a good defense, a good run game. Deebo Samuel is one of the most exciting players at wide receiver. Historically,
When's the last times the boys won a playoff
that's what I'm
game?
saying. So, like, historically, you want to go 49ers, but I like this Dallas team, man.
Yeah, but the boys weren't. I don't know. They weren't looking good the last.
You want to go
couple games.
49ers?
I would go 49ers, but that's me.
All right, I'll go Cowboys. Fuck you.
Oh man, I'm fucking
And
up the money
the last game of no, there's Monday Night Football, dude.
now. Oh, here we go.
Which is not fair.
Was it taken away?
Well, because if you're playing Monday,
I get you.
You have to play the Sunday game,
Mhm,
right? Like, there's no way they're going, oh, you're going to play the next team on fucking Saturday.
Yeah, yeah.
When a team's played Saturday, and they're
Yeah,
like,
that's
fuck,
crazy.
pussy. That's bullshit. That's
Yeah.
them trying to make money.
Right.
Thank God it's not
There are
us.
some rules like that though that you can't put certain games close to each other. I don't know what they are. But
Yeah. So the Monday night game is the Rams -4 against the Cardinals. I think the Rams are going to beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah. I don't watch those teams a lot.
Cardinals
so no.
have not done well the last half of the season. They started off like 7-0. James Conner's Make-A-Wish has ended. So,
What did happen to him, by the way?
He had
some,
cancer.
He had some. No.
you don't remember?
I
It was
remember.
everywhere. He stole my thunder in the city. I was the cancer kid. And then all of a sudden he's like,
meant-
I'm sick too. Like, you're getting drafted. Shut up. I live in Brighton Heights. Give me this.
I met this season.
Yeah, it's cancer.
Did he really get hurt again this season?
I
He just
think
couldn't-
so, yeah.
He just couldn't make it through
Dude,
the
he was like
season.
leading the league in touchdowns.
I
He's
know
like,
I know he was. I'm sure.
he's playing good football. He's good system though.
He's made of glass.
And then we both like the Rams.
Yeah, I said I'm not too sure. I don't watch those teams a lot to have a
Okay.
overly opinion.
This last game, I'm not really that invested into it, other than sitting front row. Kansas City Chiefs -12.5 A lot of fucking points.
Yeah, sounds about right.
They beat us by like 36 last time.
I was going to ask
something.
you, what was that score?
They fucking, it doesn't matter.
It was just a fucking...
But here's the way that I think about this game. I look at this game the same way that I look at the Steelers' Ben's second season. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be full circle. The Kansas City Chiefs did to us what the Indianapolis Colts did to us that year. They were the favorites in the AFC. They beat the living shit out of us on Monday Night Football. And then the Steelers went in on the road and just pressured the quarterback. They went after Peyton Manning. They say, don't blitz Mahomes. Listen, we got to. Fuck you. We got to do it. Because we didn't do it the last time, and they put up 30. So that didn't work. Figure it the fuck out.
Figure it out. I think they're going to have a game plan. What I think will happen in just like a couple of these last games.
We need some trick plays.
That's what I was about to say. Just like the Lions, you're going to see some wild stuff.
You got nothing to lose. You shouldn't be there.
I mean, they've been setting up Chase Claypool for that jet sweep, and like they've been handing the ball. It's like they're handing the ball more off to Claypool and throwing the ball to Ray. Like all of a sudden the game plan switched up.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to keep that up for at least the first half.
That is,
and then they're going to go deep to, I don't know, maybe Ray. Something.
Yeah, it's crazy that Ray's getting so many looks. I don't understand why. I don't think he's good.
He just find an opening. Maybe they're double teaming Chase a little bit. I don't know.
But I like, dude. This sounds crazy. I like both big underdogs. I like the Eagles this week, and fucking Steelers aren't losing a fucking game. They're going to the Super Bowl, bro.
If they beat the Chiefs,
they go to Tennessee.
Yeah, I get it.
And they fucking beat them again. And then who do they play? Buffalo? Fuck you. New England? Eat cum. Like, I would love, like, in a perfect world, Big Ben farewell tour. Here it is. You ready? This is what happens. Big Ben goes in, knocks out the Chiefs. See you later. Big Ben goes to Nashville, goes to Tennessee. See you later. Big Ben gets fucking revenge at his AFC Championship game against who? The New England Patriots.
Pats, right.
Beats their ass. Then guess what? Big Ben goes to the Super Bowl and says, hey, Tom Brady,
oh my God.
Fuck
you.
You
got the Bucks on that end.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That
dude.
would be wild.
Would that be the best way to go?
It would
out?
be great if they didn't
Brady versus Ben in
too.
the Super Bowl? Oh, no, it's better that AB's gone because AB's their best receiver.
Yeah.
See you later.
That would just be so much fun. Why are we talking? You're like raising my hopes.
It's in the universe. It's gonna happen.
The only reason why I think it's possible.
Jerome Bettis did it.
I think TJ and Cam can literally pick this team up and win the Super Bowl by themselves.
Yeah.
Just those two.
Yeah.
And just like Ben keeping his interceptions down to one or less, and then maybe Ray or Chase has a good game. Chase was looking good last week.
Deontay Johnson's a fucking monster.
Yeah, and Johnson's getting some,
He had a couple drops, but that weather was bad. That weather was bad, and I don't. It's okay. They came up clutch for him in the last 2 drives. That's all that matters. That was gritty fucking Ben. But dude, I mean, how great would that be? How great would that be? I bet I put $100 on this parlay. You ready for this? I got the Pittsburgh Steelers winning the Super Bowl. They're $100. I
saw this one.
Pays $9,000. But I was like, that's not enough. 9,000's peanuts to me anymore. So I added the Los Angeles Lakers at 12-1 to win the NBA Finals, which they were the favorites going into the season. They had a few injuries. That's fine. They're going to be healthy when they get to the playoffs. And then that's when they try anyways.
Yeah, that's when
NBA,
they try anyways.
Nobody cares.
Isn't that hilarious?
Yeah.
All the clips I watch of the NBA is not
no
like
defense.
It's just mostly someone
dunks.
it's dunks or it's LeBron not trying or causing problems. It's like, here's a clip of LeBron like just waiting to get, like literally having a conversation with someone on the sidelines to go do shoots.
So $100, we got the Lakers and the Steelers winning their championships. $100 is $103, I bet, and I will win $122,000 fucking dollars.
How much is that going to me again?
0. You know how much? You know what, Dustin? If you subscribe to my Patreon for $5, you can get that bet.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And plenty of other bets.
That's a good point.
Dustin, why don't you subscribe to my Patreon and you can get other bets like this?
That's so stupid.
Guys, you bet like $1, you win $12,000. You understand that, right? Like, why not do that? But you guys will do your lottery scratch-offs and fucking lose $50 at once. Be like, Martha, I fucking told you not to take that one. We're doing the bingo one. This is it, dude. This is going to be the biggest week of my life. The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to shock the world. Antonio Brown's going to come back and play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to win the Super Bowl. This was episode 19. Here we go, Steelers. Eat your vitamins. No, say your prayers and eat your hammers. That's what I should have said. Well, you know what? We're going to pretend I didn't say that. Don't cut it, because I'm good at this. Hey, guys, this is episode 19 of the Matt Light Podcast. Make sure to say your prayers and eat your hammers.
I was going to write it down for you. That's what I was about to do. And I'm